welcome to Divine Sacred Tarot. I was wanting to do a Divine Masculine message, and I really feel that there is something quite poignant about today's messages. I feel like a lot of you are probably seeing signs, and there is a massive progression in terms of which signs you're seeing. I know that as a twin flame, you probably were only discovering twin flames after you and your person had kind of been detached and separated from one another. And then we've also got the acknowledgement that you can ask for signs. You know, you can ask for specific signs that relate to you and your person. It is one way of actually validating what you're going through is true, and it really helps you navigate your own intuition. So a lot of times people say, oh, well, guess which card this is? And you are only strengthening that vision, that intuition that you've always had, but you were nurturing it. Now, when we end up getting those signs, it's really important to actually listen to them. But a lot of times we get caught up in those signs. We get caught up with the acknowledgement of seeing the signs. So we kind of miss the message from it. And then there's going to be a lot of other people who have moved on from asking for signs, receiving signs, to now in a state of new awareness that they are the ones who are seeing and creating the signs. So it's almost like tapping into the divine creator within. And as I was speaking, the Two of Wands and the Judgment card wanted to come out. So I'm definitely seeing that this is almost like this reckoning. This is an awareness that you are so divine, that you do deserve, without having to do anything, you do deserve this love. You do deserve what you desire, because something is pulling you towards it and it towards you. So we are seeing this reckoning, this unwavering commitment by you pouring into yourself and having the ability to ignite the passion that drives these frequencies, these messages, these signals, these songs in your direction. Now, I wanted to ask what the Divine Masculines are wanting to share right now. And I got the Seven of Pentacles. So again, if your Divine Masculine and you are currently in separation, there is a major telepathic communication happening, and you're kind of succumbing to that. And before, it used to come in waves, it used to be inconsistent. And now you're kind of accepting this union, because you're also knowing that your Divine Masculine lives within you, that you are not separate. And I've got this message regarding this Seven of Coins, Seven of Pentacles, around the Divine Masculine. And this is the message that came through. Beloved, I've been working silently, patiently, building from the inside out. The seeds we planted long ago are beginning to sprout. Though not all are yet visible, I ask you to trust the process, to know that not everything of value arrives in haste. I've been reviewing where I've invested my energy, my thoughts, my devotion, and I'm learning. Some things are worth the wait, others must be pruned. This is not a moment of rushing, it's a moment of recalibration, a pause not of stagnation, but of intention. Within you, I call forth your discernment, what is truly aligned with your soul's harvest, what is matured and what still needs nurturing. I am helping you see clearly, not through fantasy, but through grounded knowing. You and I are in this for the long game. And what is destined will never bypass the sacred steps that takes to root deeply. I am not gone. I'm growing, and so are you. So that I found that was so incredibly amazing. And I just wanted to know, what are the current challenges that the Divine Masculines are going through right now? Wow, we've got the Emperor. It's understanding their inherent value, their inherent right as an emperor. And they don't need to justify or validate this to anybody or anything, but it's really about validating themselves and acknowledging that they hold true to their own inner power. And they've always been that emperor. I feel like a lot of divine feminines, you've seen this emperor energy around the divine masculines. Yeah, just as soon as I said that, we've got the King of Pentacles who wanted to come out. You've seen this divine masculine come out, and you've known, wow, the King of Cups. So we've got the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups. These cards are phenomenal so far because we are seeing that the divine masculines are honing in their material success. This is where the seeds are being sown. And the sowing seeds are actually giving them the root, the grounded nature of manifesting things in the physical. What I'm also seeing is they're also understanding how they weren't attuned to their emotions, how they would push things away, and how they haven't really acknowledged the true emotional courage it takes to be vulnerable, especially with you. We've got the Ten of Pentacles that wanted to come out, and this Ten of Pentacles is all about, I know, not shying away from everything that you want. Like it's almost like it's not too good to be true, divine masculines. I'm seeing that the Chariot card is they do want to come in hurriedly in a very hasty way, but they know that this isn't in their nature, that this connection draws something to them and it makes them pause, it makes them reevaluate, it makes them matured, I guess, in this grounded nature. So it's about that recalibration, as the divine masculine has so rightly said, that they do want to move through this. And the way they can move through it quickly is through their awakening. Now, we've also got the Page of Pentacles. So it is this slow moving energy, which is about the reckoning. It is about the lessons. It is about deliberate intentions, actions. And so what else do we need to know about this divine masculine in the current state, about their current challenges? We've got the Eight of Pentacles. So yes, this actually epitomizes all of the work that they've been doing thus far, what is coming up in the near future regarding the divine masculines and feminines. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the World. Now, we had this card earlier in my Instagram reel. Wow, look at this. We've got the Page of Swords and the Devil in the inverse. So this is a massive change that the divine masculines are embracing, because this is a world where they no longer criticize themselves. They are no longer shying away from that vulnerability. They're no longer ignoring their whole purpose, to be this emperor, to be nurturing, to be loving, to be accepting of the love that they so desire. And because it pulls on the divine masculine, it really does give them this opportunity to say, well, wait a second, if it's pulling on me, it must be something. I can't just be imagining this. And the Devil in the inverse is such a positive omen, just to say that all of the karmic energy that has been around them has been for their highest good. Of course, it has. Even the separation where both of you are strengthening your intuition, strengthening your purpose, and your own creator energy and the connection with you and the creator, but also coming into harmony with your inner divine masculine and inner divine feminine. So this is the honest communication card from the Page of Swords, just to say that they are doing the best they can and they are still trying. They need to pause, but they want to be directed through intention. And that is something that is truly beautiful here for the divine masculines, because they have been working through this diligently, even if you may not be able to see any progress or that they haven't communicated with you in the near future. If the divine masculine were to communicate with you at this moment, allow me to channel messages for anybody listening on behalf of their divine masculine. And remember, if you are a divine masculine listening to this, please let me know if this resonates. Three of Pentacles and the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this is the divine masculines knowing that this is something that they have been working on. They've been creating this foundation. Now, if we have the Seven of Pentacles and as the first card and the Three of Pentacles as the latter, this is so much about their legacy, about their purpose, about their own validation that they are worthy, that it doesn't matter how much you tell them that they are amazing, they're not going to believe it until they actually absorb it and they learn that within themselves. So the King of Cups is nurturing their own emotions, and that's the thing I'm thinking right now. It's right from the beginning. They were talking about, their thoughts, their energy, their own devotional energy, where they're spending their time. This is very specific and intentional from the divine masculines. And I really feel that this is a major, major sign that they are moving in the right direction. So if any of this resonated, let me know. And I'll probably do a part 2 for this one. But that is obviously for my Divine Sacred Tarot community members. If you wanted to join, head over to divinesacredtarot.com. You can find out the details about the membership, but also you can get a private reading and see all the other things that we're up to on the channel and in the community. I'm sending you guys so much love. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.